to say.
Tilt that way, then.
Safe to say.
Yeah. No, that way, exactly.
Safe to say.
Yeah, you're doing it too much.
Safe. Just tiny.
Yeah.
Safe to say. Hey guys, and welcome to Safe to Save. Today I've got some beautiful girls here with me. And we're just gonna introduce ourselves. I don't need to introduce myself. You know, we can start from you. Introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah.
My name is Faith.
Hi guys, I'm Hannah.
Hi, I'm Gloria.
Hi, my name is Ife.
We're all here today to just have a little conversation, and hopefully it encourages someone out there as well. We're going to talk about peer pressure today, but before we start, I just want us to introduce sort of what we do as well on a day-to-day basis. So just because we can relate to people, because we all do different things, don't we?
Yeah.
Which is quite good. Do you want to start from Ife?
I'm a third-year student at the University of Sheffield. I do biomedical science.
So I'm an apprentice software engineer at Capgemini.
I study international relations and global issues (MSci) at the University of Nottingham.
Hi, I graduated and I'm working now.
What do you mean though?
I've graduated and I'm working in a health centre called Bupa.
And I study occupational therapy at the University of East Anglia, which you probably know already. But as I said before, today we're going to be talking about peer pressure, because I did a little survey thing and I was asking a lot of people, you know, what affected them the most whilst growing up, or what's affecting them now. And a lot of people mentioned peer pressure, so I thought, why not have a little chat about it today? So first we're going to talk about education. So a lot of us are in uni now. I think all of us are in uni. So were you peer pressured into sort of getting a certain job, or going for a certain, or doing a certain job, or going for a certain degree, or even when you were in A level, were you ever pressured into doing some certain subjects as well?
Yeah, science.
Yeah.
The only jobs they tell you at school is doctor, lawyer, and that's pretty much it. And teacher, yeah.
But do you think it's mostly school? Is it because of African parents?
No, of course, there's African as well.
I don't think school is just do well in school and then go to uni.
When I talk to people today, that they feel like university is the only option that they have.
Yeah.
And there's so much out there. There are apprenticeships, there are companies that they'll take you straight on and you work yourself up to the top with them. Like, even if you do something as like a trade, so like a plumbing business, like you can just be an apprentice with them for a bit, do your own plumbing and maybe start your own business up in the future. Like there's so many options. University should not be, it can be an option, but it's not the only way to be successful in life, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just actually started opening up to other options when you did your apprenticeship.
Yeah.
What about you?
What do I think?
Did you ever get pressured into doing something you didn't want to do?
No, not really. Sometimes I feel like my parents are a bit iffy with what I study because they don't really understand it completely, because it's not a science subject. It's more politics, and they're just like, if you don't want to work in government, what do you want to do? To be honest, I'm still kind of looking for what I want to do myself, but I love the course and that's where I'm going. So.
And I think with Nigerian parents as well, or African parents generally, if your course doesn't link to a direct job, obviously medicine,
exactly.
then they don't see the point in you studying it. So yours, what is it?
International relations and global issues.
So I'm sure when you said that to your parents, they were like, parents tell you to go for it because they know that there are jobs, not because of you. But the thing is, what I've realised is, especially obviously being in IT now, most people didn't study IT. I think a lot of companies, as long as you have a degree,
I was just
then they'll take you on. A lot of people did physics, and now they're doing IT.
When you go for interviews, when you've graduated, as long as you graduated in you've got a good grade, that's really what they care about. So you need to do extra stuff as well. Really build up your CV whilst you're in uni, before uni, because everyone has a degree now. So
basically,
that's true. Extracurricular activities.
So just an open question: what was the first thing you ever felt sort of peer pressured about? If that's what.
Looks.
Looks.
Definitely.
I don't know.
Looks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, it was.
Looks.
Tempted to say sex.
Really?
Not into having sex. No. Not into having sex, but into knowing what sex was.
Oh,
I think it was looks more.
you're always like, I wouldn't really call it peer pressure, but it's more like, okay, yeah, to an extent it is peer pressure, but you're expected to look a certain way. Like, I've always been a chubby child, and I'm always just like, I want to be smaller. But it's only until recently that I realised that it doesn't really matter, like, how other, like, I would want to look sexy for other people, not, well, for myself, yeah, but for other people to look at me and go like, wow, she's beautiful, wow, she's hot. But now I just realise that, what's the point? Like, why am I trying to do that to myself? Like, why am I trying to make people, well, I won't really say fall into sin, but tempt people to do other things, even if it's not with me, but with other people. Why would I want to do that? And why would I want to why would I put my worth in someone else? So it's kind of just like, oh, you are what you are, so, and you're beautiful. So,
but even though we grew up in a Christian home, why do you think we wanted to like live up to the world?
When you went to church, did you listen to the sermon on Sundays?
Just did follow with our
parents. They woke you up 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and you went to church. You came back home, and you watched cartoons for the rest of the day. Like,
good old days.
You weren't listening. Well, I personally wasn't listening.
I wasn't listening.
There would have been the 1 or 2 people at 8 years old they heard God, but me personally, I didn't hear anything till I went out of the setting that I was in.
How did you get over, like, living up to that sort of standard that I need to look a certain way?
Well,
I think to an extent we're not over it though. Sorry. Why you took long to us like that? I think to an extent we're not fully over it. I know I'm not anyway. Like, obviously I still got, like, even to do this, do you know how long I spent in the and like simple clothes just like this, do you know how long it took me to choose it? You're wearing a black top. But you know what I mean? It still took me ages to decide that I was going to wear this.
Yeah, but to an extent, everybody still wants to look good, but you're looking good for yourself, not really like, oh, I want other people to, like, it's not to please other people anymore.
And that's literally it. Once you stop looking at what other people think of you or about their opinions, and if there's something that you don't like and there's a way that you can fix it, like, I think you have to know yourself as well.
Can I just say you have a beautiful nose?
Oh, thank you. It's really cute and buttony. It's really cute.
So obviously, like, all this, like, weaves, clothes and makeup, they're all not important, but they're good. But our worth shouldn't be placed in that.
True.
Like, if you feel like, for example, you can't walk out of your house, or you can't, you know, just step out of your house, go to your corner shop without any makeup on, and that's the big issue that we need to actually sort out.
Your self-esteem will be very... I remember actually there was a time where I was like, I said to my friends in uni, oh, I'm not going to leave the house unless I have my eyebrows done. Thank God for good friends who kind of like knocked into me, like, what are you talking about? Like, there's no need. Like, who are you doing it for? Who's looking at your eyebrows?
Exactly.
I surrender all to you. Everything I give to you, withholding nothing.